This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a fire and water restoration company? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Ryan Thompson, with Landmark Fire and Water Restoration. Ryan, it's so great having you on today. Now, we are so excited to learn more about you and your business. Please start off and tell our listeners just a little bit more about exactly what you do.
Well, we do a lot of what we do is education. I make a promise to people that I'll come out and I'll do a complimentary assessment where I've got thousands of dollars worth of moisture meters to kind of paint a picture if they're experiencing any kind of a number of issues such as staining or baseboards pulling away from the wall, or their wood floor is undulated and buckling or cupping. If there's any kind of mold or anything like that, we can really help them understand what they're dealing with the expensive technology that we've got, and then just the number of years that I've got of experience in finding leaks and chasing them down and helping people understand what those costs kind of look like. So that way they understand whether or not they need to file an insurance claim or if something they're going to be taken care of out of their own pocket. But we just want to be of help to people and take basically stressful situations. And I think the stress usually comes from the unknown. People don't know a lot about what they're dealing with when it comes to property damage. And so as much as I can educate them and take that stress away, I would like to help.
Wow, Ryan. And where does your heart for this company come from? Where was this passion born to help other people with this issue?
Well, I've always wanted to help people. When I was younger, I thought I may go into the medical career field, and it just didn't work out for me. I ended up joining the Air Force right out of high school and got out of the Air Force because I wanted to start a family and be a present father. And it's kind of hard to do both of those things at the same time. And the water damage career field kind of just fell into my lap. I was helping my stepfather at his shop one day, and there was a help wanted sign at a PuroClean office next door to his. And so I walked in and really just found a passion for helping people understand what this looks like. I've seen so many people that have been swindled by bad contractors or had perfectly valid claims denied by insurance adjusters that just don't really know what they're doing. And so I've been told by a lot of people that I put their nerves at ease when I come out, and I'm just so confident, and things usually happen the way that I say that they will. And I think that's just from the experience. So I just I like helping people through stressful situations for that reason.
So Ryan, what is your favorite part about what you do?
The favorite part about what I do is really just helping people. I think that's the core of it. I'm not really I'm not a money-driven person. So the way my philosophy is that if I help somebody, that the money will follow. So I'm a very low pressure sales guy. I don't if you want me to coach you up on how to do the project yourself, I'm happy to do that as well. All I want to do is educate people, be of service to them. And I think a lot of that probably stems from my religious background. I've got Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And so I just want to treat people the way that I would want to be treated. And if that means going out and helping people through difficult situations and making them make sense, that's what I want to do.
Amen. And speaking of, who you want to help. Now, we know for any business to succeed, marketing is the heart of every business. So ideally, who are some of these individuals that you're looking to help, and how are you reaching them?
Typically, any homeowner is going to be a good referral source for me. Anybody that is a property managers, general contractors, those are also good sources for us to help out. General contractors oftentimes will get calls to come out and fix issues that are soaking wet. And so the way that I look at what we do is we really take a precision demolition approach where we set up environmental controls with plastic barriers and tension poles that will hold the plastic in place. We use really sticky tape that will typically take the finish off. But all of that to say, we don't want whatever it is that we're opening up, if there's going to be any kind of contamination or harmful materials that are going to become aerosolized. We don't want any of that going into other areas of the home. And so we do our best just to do clean precision demo and then the drying that would follow. So making sure that the structural framing members are dry to a point where mold cannot continue to grow, and then treat, what is there. So we typically, I think my best referral source is probably general contractors and homeowners that just happen to find, we move this piece of furniture and now we find that there's mold growing behind it, or we see that the wood floor is cupping or buckling, or the baseboard's pulling away, or there's a stain on the roof. I went and looked at a job yesterday for a woman that we think she's got a roof leak. I'm 99.9% sure she's got a roof leak because there's a nice stain over her kitchen nook, and the water's flowing down the wall and it's coming out of the electrical outlets that are on that wall. So it can be pretty dangerous, but we'll get an electrician in there to make sure that everything's going to go as well. But she's got young kids, and so setting containment and doing that demo and opening it up and seeing exactly what's going on is kind of our bread and butter.
Wow, Ryan. Well, you have a lot of great information for us on this subject. Have you ever thought about having your own podcast for the business before? I
have not really. No, I know a couple of people that have podcast studios that they do their own podcasts on, but I've not really ever thought about it.
Now, Ryan, when you're not helping others outside of work, what do you like to do for fun with your own family?
We're real big in service. We love to serve our community. There's a foundation that I partner with oftentimes. It's Randy Melville is the owner of the foundation. It's Melville Family Foundation. They do a lot of good community work, and we serve at a food pantry down in Richardson every other Saturday. And then also my church puts on a lot of serve opportunities where we've just packaged, I think, 500,000 meals over a Friday and Saturday combo for Tanzania and another country. And then I guess more of a hobby of mine would be I love to play disc golf with my friends, as a matter of fact. So it's a good way to get exercise and walk outside, get some sunshine, and just hang out with some friends and talk about what's going on.
Very cool. And Ryan, if you could sum up, the 3 biggest takeaways you would like our listeners to take with them today about your business, what would those 3 things be?
The 3 biggest takeaways from our business is probably 1, if you think you have an issue before you call your insurance company, have a contractor come out and take a look at it and make sure that you have an issue that's worthy of reporting to your insurance company. They typically just want to be involved if it's going to be a claim. And I don't know, I've been told that there's not a mark against you, but I don't think that that's the truth. I think that they do put a mark against you if you end up filing a claim. And so, or if you call in and they don't have a reason to pay any money out. So you're just kind of telling on yourself. So I would have somebody come out and take a look at it and just make sure that the damage is necessary to filing a claim. Another thing that I would mention to people is that I find so many people store stuff underneath their beds, like photo albums and things of that nature. And I would just caution people against that. If you're going to do that, I would make sure that you're putting, anything that could be potentially harmed by water in a Tupperware tub, like a plastic tub that will not let moisture get through. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people, in tears because their old family photo album has gotten damaged from water and they didn't realize it. And then in another note, antiques that are sitting in wet carpet, like as quickly as you can get them up off of the carpet, it doesn't matter what you put them on. It could be a cardboard box, it could be anything. But try to minimize the damage as best as you can, because I know that there are things that you just can't put a price tag on sometimes. And so doing everything that you can to make sure that you're protecting your valuable possessions, I would say, is another one.
Well, Ryan, I really appreciate you being on the show today. We wish you and your business the best. Oh, one final thing. Where can our listeners go to learn more about Landmark Fire and Water Restoration?
I believe we have a Facebook webpage. It's Landmark Fire and Water. And then we also have our website is landmarkfireandwater.com.
Well, Ryan, I really appreciate you being on the show today. We wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com. Or call 469-221-9345.